Growthucator here. I grow learning beyond limits. We are in a learning series called The Dreamer's Details. It is a character study of the book The Alchemist. What I'm interested in this learning series is to figure out the details necessary for the dreamer to know that will help him or her accomplish their dreams at a higher rate. And we are taking a look at the book The Alchemist in order to discover these principles, the life lessons necessary for us to dream and live out our dreams. We've taken a look at Santiago in our very first Dreamer's Details analysis. Santiago is the determined dreamer. We've taken a look at Fatima, and we've noticed her to be the patient dreamer. We've taken a look at Melchizedek, and we find him to be the dreamer's guide. We took on the last time we took a look at the Englishman, and the Englishman is the dreamer who lives with his whole head, heart, and hands. Right? So he's the guy who represents an individual who dreams but lives out their dream with everything that's in them. And now we've come to the crystal merchant. The crystal merchant is the man who Santiago met up with just before he got on the caravan to go over to Egypt. He had his dream. The gypsy gave him an interpretation of the dream, tells him to go to Egypt. He heads over to Egypt, but before he even gets to Egypt, he stops off in Morocco, in which case he helps the crystal merchant. And the crystal merchant is a merchant. He had been a merchant for many years. He's an older guy. And he's got a warning for every dreamer, right? The crystal merchant stands as a warning for the dreamer. And I want you to listen to this because you need to listen to this if you are a dreamer. You must listen to these words that I have to say about the crystal merchant because the crystal merchant is here as a warning for anyone who dares to dream. The crystal merchant is a man who was reluctant with his dream. He kept his dream just in his mind. And then all of a sudden, Santiago comes to him and Santiago gives him help. He helps the crystal merchant to build his store up. He's got his store up and running. He's making money. Santiago's making money. Then they get in a conversation because Santiago is getting very comfortable there. And it's almost as if he's thinking or even tempted on to stay. The crystal merchant shares a dream that he had because he's Muslim and he wanted to go on a pilgrimage to Mecca, but he never did. He never went on his pilgrimage to Mecca. He has been at this place for many, many moons, and he is only wanting to have this image in his mind about this pilgrimage, but he never wants to go. Santiago is tempted for at least a moment to not continue on his personal legend journey, and he sees the crystal merchant, and then it's almost as if the contrast between the crystal merchant and Santiago blares, and Santiago moves forward, but the crystal merchant doesn't ever seem to move forward toward his dream. This could be you or me. This could be you or me who die with our dreams in us. This could be you or me. This could be you or me who does not move forward into living out the dream that we have in our heart. This could be you or me who is not interested in the details of the dreamer so that we might be able to live out whatever it is that we would like to live out. This could be you or me who hears our own personal legend, who is clear about our personal legend, and decides not to do it. The crystal merchant is a warning call for all of us who dare to dream. The crystal merchant warns us and he says, do not do what I did. And he points to Santiago and says, do what he did. Follow your dream. Do what he did. Make sure you journey onward toward your dream, even if it is in baby steps, even if it takes time. Don't be the reluctant dreamer. Don't be the one who's got this sharp vision in their minds and in their hearts, and then their hands aren't willing to put in the work to move in that direction. Don't be the crystal merchant. Don't be the guy who's offering the warning for all of us. The crystal merchant says to you and me, follow the dreams with your whole head, with your whole heart, and with your entire strength. Follow the dream with everything you got in you. Follow the dream. On the next Dreamer's Details, we're going to finish up this character study of the book of The Alchemist, and we are going to take a look at the alchemist himself. We're going to discover what he has to teach us in terms of life lessons. And until that time, I'm asking you, dreamer, heed the warning. Heed this man's warning and follow your dream with everything that's in you. Don't get left behind dreaming and not moving out into action for that dream.